Welcome to this course on Microsoft Power BI. My name is James Ringhowell. I have been a full stack developer for over 40 years. I have been teaching Microsoft and non-Microsoft technology seminars and classes for over 25 years. And I've been working with Microsoft Business Intelligence for 15 or more years, and working with Power BI since it was first introduced as Denali about 10 years ago. So let's look at what we're going to be covering in this course. So we'll be looking at how we prepare data, how we connect to various data sources and get the data ready to load into the system. And then we'll continue with more advanced capabilities for cleaning up, for transforming, for manipulating how the data is going to come into Power BI, combining things, creating custom columns, things like that, and then loading that data into a data model. So in Module 3, we'll be diving more deeply into that idea of a data model, being able to take all of these separate, disparate sources of data and pull them together into a cohesive, unified model of some type of data about our business or about an area of our business, etc. Then in Module 4, we're going to be looking at doing advanced calculations. We'll be able to do some simple calculations here in Module 2, but we'll be looking at how to do advanced calculations using data analysis expressions, or DAX. So we'll look at ways, all kinds of different things that we can do, very sophisticated things we can do using these data analysis expressions. Then we're going to move on to looking, now that we've got all the data, we're going to be looking at how we can use it. So one of the major ways to use it is to be able to create reports. So we'll look at how to create pages on reports and put visuals on the reports and connect those things to data and all that. In addition to reports, another way that we can present our data is through dashboards. Dashboards allow us to take a single page and present the most important pieces of information on a limited topic. So if we want to look at high-level information on sales for our company, we can create a dashboard or even multiple dashboards that look at different aspects of sales, because again, each dashboard is going to be one page. It can have multiple visuals and multiple charts and graphs and other kinds of things. We can create live dashboards that bring in data in real time, but it's always going to be that sort of single pane of glass, if you will. Then we're going to move on to another application. So the dashboards we're going to be creating on the online service, using the online portal. Everything from preparing data to creating reports is going to focus on the Power BI desktop application. But then we're going to take a second to look at the Power BI report builder, which is a third way to interact with Power BI. So being able to create the kinds of reports that you would create with SQL Server reporting services and things like that. Things that we're intending to be able to generate as paper or sort of paper formatted, where we can export them into PDFs or other sort of, again, kind of things that look like and seem like physical sorts of reports. Then we'll move back to Power BI Desktop in the online service, where we'll be looking at some more advanced analytics, some of the more sophisticated and advanced charting capabilities, some of the AI visuals, etc., that can give us much more nuanced kinds of information um, and deal with much more complicated data structures. Then we're going to spend a little time really focusing on the online portal in creating and managing workspaces. Workspaces are a way that we organize that online content. So we'll spend some time really focusing on the online area. Um, then we're going to look at one very specific type of visual or item that we can put on a Power BI on a Power BI hosted report, and that is using another piece Power of the Power Platform that Microsoft provides, and that's Power Apps. So Power Apps are low, medium level code um, uh, applications that are designed to run either on desktops or on mobile devices that allow us to take data from Power BI, from SQL Server, from all hundreds, literally hundreds of data sources, and pull it together and have more interactive kinds of um, functionality. Lots more buttons and that can run code, that can get data from other places, etc. And we can embed these Power Apps into our Power BI reports, because there's a limited amount of things that you can do with respect to coding and customizing your interactions with Power BI directly. There are some things that you can do, and we'll see those. But if you need to go beyond that, Power Apps is one way to do that. So we'll have a module that where we delve into that. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with SQL Server analysis services in Power BI, some ways that we can specifically take advantage of SQL Server analysis capabilities and the kinds of data that it surfaces, and uh, how we can use those capabilities within our Power BI um, uh, arena to be able to present that multidimensional data in a useful and powerful way. So module 1 is preparing data. So we'll have 3 sections to this. We'll have an introduction to Power BI. Then we'll look at how we can get data from various sources, all the different places we can get it, and we'll actually start walking through um, some demonstrations of connecting to data and starting to shape it. And then we'll look at some of the ways that we can preview, some of the features we can use to preview our data, look for errors, look for problems, look for various sorts of pieces of information that would allow us to work with our data more effectively. So let's look at the 2 primary pieces of functionality for Power BI, or the 2 primary components. One is the Power BI Desktop. It's an app that you download and runs locally on your machine. And then the other is the Power BI portal, the actual online interaction, the online portal that you have to be able to have users interact with these things that you create with your Power BI Desktop. So when you first open up Power BI Desktop, the very first time you'll have to sign in so that it knows where you're connecting. So you'll have to use a user ID that has access to your Power BI portal, so that when you publish and all that, you're able to do that. But you get a standard kind of Office application that has our various ribbons up here. right? Standard kind of file behavior for saving things. Um, uh, Notice that we're able to designate mobile layouts for our items. Um, we're we're able to get data from various places. These are all the different places that we can get data from, and we'll get into that in more detail. Um, we have the ability to insert things onto our reports. Again, Power Apps that we talked about. Modeling, right? When we talked about doing a data model, we have an area here where we can do data modeling. Um, and then over on the side, we have three primary interfaces. One is our report interface. One is our data interface. So once we start pulling data in here, we'll be able to manipulate the data in our data interface, our table interface here. And then finally, we have the model interface. And the model interface is where we look at our data model, we manipulate it, we can create relationships and all those kinds of things. And notice this is paginated so that if we have a really complicated data model, we can pick it apart and put various pieces or various views of the data model in on different panes here, or different pages, so that it makes it easier for us to work with it and see it all at once. So this is our desktop environment, and we'll be working throughout the next number of modules. We'll be working in here quite a bit. So then we also have our online portal, right? Our online portal is where most of our users are going to go to be able to work with all the things that we're creating using Power BI Desktop. That generally speaking, once you get what you want, you publish things up to the online portal, and it goes into what we call workspaces. Everybody has a My Workspace, and then we have some other workspaces, and we'll talk about those in more detail. And then we also have our home screen, right, which gives us workspaces, and these apps are not Power Apps. We can actually take a report and turn it into a Power BI application. To make it a little bit easier, or control the interaction of our users with our applications a little bit more. So um, uh, depending on how we want the memory to be used and all that within our online portal, we can generate apps from our reports that we push up. We also have our data sets, which is where our model information is stored. And then we've got favorites and recent and all that that we can work with. So this is our online portal, right? App powerbi.com, right? That's everybody's portal is at that location. Um, and then you simply log in again um, with your credentials for your company's Office 365 or Microsoft Online credentials, and then you're into your area. And of course, once you get into workspaces, those workspaces can be shared workspaces so that everybody from your IT department can all be pushing up reports into appropriate places. So that is the Power BI desktop and the Power BI portal, right? The desktop running on your machine and the portal being hosted by Microsoft.